Hello, my name's Dawn and I'm here to tell you a story with my friend here, Eric. Remember Eric? Yes, we're talking about you. Say hello to all the boys and girls. Yes, he's going to behave himself, aren't you, Eric? What? Of course he is. Anyway, my story today is the Shoemaker and the Elves. There were once three little elves who wanted to do good deeds, and so they looked all around them. And they saw that in the nearby village there lived an old couple, an old shoemaker and his wife. The shoemaker was very sad. "Oh, I'm very old and very sad," he said. "Oh dear." So they looked around and they saw that the shoemaker only had enough leather to make one last pair of shoes. But he was so tired and so very old, he just couldn't bring himself to do it. So his wife said, "Come on now, let's go to bed. Eat up your soup. Little Bear is waiting." This is Little Bear. He's the little old man's bear. He's had him for a very long time. So Little Bear cuddled up to the old man, and the old lady and the little old man fell fast asleep. And so, in the middle of the night, along came the three little elves, dippy-doo, dippy-doo, and they saw the leather laid out for the very last pair of shoes for the old man to make. What a sad, sad state of affairs. So, what they did, they busied themselves all night and they made the finest shoes they had ever made in their lives. It was a beautiful pair and a very, very glittery pair of shoes. These are the actual shoes. And so the next day, the little old man came down expecting to do some work, make his pair of shoes, and what did he see? Did he see the leather waiting to be made? No, he didn't. So there, he saw the shoes already made. They were brilliant like that, like clever and glittery and magic and everything. And he was so pleased with the shoes, he put them in the window, and along came a man called Baba Ganoush. Baba Ganoush was a very famous man. He was a circus performer, and he was very, very famous. And he saw the shoes in the window and he said, "I wish to wear those shoes. I'm going to give you £500. Yes, I know, it's amazing, isn't it? £500 for a pair of shoes. So, yes, Baba Ganoush went off very proudly with his shoes and told everyone in the town, "Look at me, I'm very famous. I'm wearing my shoes. They're rather gorgeous, aren't they? I only paid £500 for them." Everyone wanted a pair of the shoes. And so weeks went by, and every night the little elves were busy as everything. They were churning out loads of shoes, sewing until the early morning, and they fell fast asleep, and they only just woke up in time before the little old man came down, and he was able to put all the beautiful shoes in his window. And people came from far, and they came from wide to come along and buy the shoes from the famous shoemaker. He was on television. He was in the newspapers. Everyone had heard of the famous shoemaker. But the shoemaker was worried. He sat down with his wife and scratched his head. "My dear, I've got a confession to make. I haven't made any shoes." "Oh, don't be silly, dear. Of course we're making shoes. The famous Baba Ganoush came and bought them. It must have been you. Of course, you are a famous shoemaker." It wasn't him, though, was it, Eric? Who was it? It was the little elves. And so, late at night, the shoemaker watched from a secret hidey hole, a little cupboard, and there he saw the little elves creepy-crawly out and start busily making all the beautiful shoes. There were shoes like Baba Ganoush's shoes. There were shoes like the beautiful gold lining shoes. They were very popular. And they made hundreds and thousands of them, ready for the shoemaker to sell. The shoemaker was very pleased and became very rich, and he didn't need the help of the elves anymore, but he wanted to help the elves. And so one night he sat down and he made a beautiful, beautiful outfit for every elf. including some very beautiful little shoes. In fact, I've got one here. There we go. That's one of the little actual shoes the Shoemaker elf made for little elves. Aren't they gorgeous? Yes, Eric, you like them, don't you? And so, they were so happy, little elves, when they came down and they saw their beautiful outfits. They danced and they sang, "Hooray! We've got little shoes and little outfits. We're really gorgeous now. Yes, we're going to probably find some little fairies to go out dancing with and everything." So, everything happened very well in the end. The shoemaker had so much money, he didn't need to make any more shoes ever again, and he settled down very happily with his wife and, of course, the very beautiful little bear. And they all lived happily ever after. And what about the elves? They were very, very happy indeed, because they had done a special deed and they had found some little fairies to go dancing with in their gorgeous new outfits, of course. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the story with me and Eric and everything and Little Bear. And so if you have liked the story, please subscribe, press the subscribe button and tune in regularly and like me, because that's how we get lots of people enjoying stories and how good they are, hopefully. Anyway, have a really good week and hopefully see you soon. So bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.